I've got a memory of going up the Crumlin Road in an open top tram with my father, and getting off at Agnes Street. My father said we should get off at Agnes Street and not Tennant Street because the fare was a farthing to Agnes Street and a halfpenny to Tennant Street. So we got off the tram and walked up the Crumlin Road and turned left into Silvio Street past St Mary's Church, was where I was christened, and walked down to 25A Sydney Street West, where the Magowans lived. In most of my childhood, we'd go over to the Magowans on a Sunday afternoon and, you know, have dinner and sit around there with the Magowans. My grandfather, James Magowan, Jimmy Magowan, and my grandmother, Teresa Magowan, worked in Ewart's Mill on the Crumlin Road all of their days. Jimmy was, and to my memory, a sort of laconic old man that sat in the corner, and he would tease me that when he died, he'd give me his watch that was hanging on a nail by the side of the fire. I remember thinking at the time he was likely to die pretty soon, and it turned out that he did, but I never got the watch. Teresa was a little busy, industrious woman who over the years I got to know very well. Of course, I was the eldest son of the eldest son, so I was pretty well the apple of her eye, and as soon as I arrived each Sunday, I'd get a wee bowl of champ and a nice glass of lemonade, and should be amazed at what other wonderful thing I had learnt in the weeks since I last saw her. One of the really good things about going there was that's where my Uncle Freddie and Auntie Tessie lived. Freddie was a very interesting man. He was the first person that we knew that had pretty well everything, you know. He was the first person to have a television. When, I don't know, I was about 9 or 10, Freddie acquired this wonderful television set, 9-inch black and white set. We used to watch in amazement at What's My Line on a Sunday night, and then he got a car. He was the first person to have a car. He got this car that we christened Maisie, and he used to take us all down to the shore in the summer. It was really one of the highlights of our childhood. He also was a talented musician. He acquired an organ from some old mission hall or other, and he could play music by ear, you know. He used to play us hymns that he'd heard in church or wherever, and he was an amazing man, was Freddie. The main thing I remember about the Magowan household was that people were always laughing and joking. The currency of the Magowans was humour. You know, from the minute you entered to the minute you left, hardly a word was spoken that was serious. They were always joking and making wise cracks and snide remarks, and that was the way they lived. You know, that was what kept them going. was their humour. So it was always nice to visit there, and it's one of the lasting memories of my childhood.